Where'd that SIG go? Well, it's right here. But I'm not sure if I'm going to buy from Guerrilla Surplus. Canada and U.S. Army Navy Surplus. I mean, I already have my 22. I already have my 22. What's going to convince me to get the 177? I used to have the 177. It's got 30 rounds. It doesn't have only 7 rounds. It's belt fed. Mine's so it's a quicker pull. My 22 hits real hard and big, but it is slower to eject, not eject, sorry, to propel uh, more pellets. And this one will propel 30 pellets simultaneously, semi-automatically, at a velocity of up to 430 feet per second. It does have that blowback. It's a metal slide polymer frame. It's the exact same styling and everything as their firearm version, the P320, except it runs a belt-fed pellet magazine, and it's like a rotating system. And then it uses a gas canister. Uses a gas canister to then propel the projectile. Not one of these big gigantic ones, just a CO2 gas canister. Little CO2 gas canister. Some of the bigger ones can take these much bigger. I want to get the one that takes one of these much bigger gas canisters, not like one of those ones. They're not like this. They're kind of like what a paintball gun one takes. Kind of like what a paintball gun takes. That's the one I'm saving up for. That one's very expensive. The This one here, this one's the one I really want. It's $1,000 and nine, or sorry, $1,000. That's it. Okay. It's you can see the gas canister. Like I said, it's fairly large. It's a lot larger than those small CO2 ones, and you can either get HP2 or whatever I think it's called, or sorry, HPA or CO2. You can use HPA or CO2 with it. And this one's 22 caliber. Yes, I am. Yes, I am paying the entire rent. And my mom is going to pay rent next month. My mom likes to go to Florida for a short time every year. Air Ordnance, they've been around for a long time, kept us safe for a really long time, eh? Air Ordnance. It's like we have legal guns too. And look at this one, Sig Sauer. This one's the MPX. This is a smaller caliper, 177 caliper. It's really small. A lot of people, firearm owners, would laugh at it. But it really does propel the 177 caliber metal projectile if need be, or if like generally on a normal Canadian day, this would either be stored away or you would be plinking cans or shooting at targets. And that's all I would ever want to use it for. But if it ever came to it where somebody tried to kill you with a firearm, you would be able to use this for self-defense. If something would, and let me iterate, I mean, if somebody broke into your house and you're in your bed or something of that nature, anything like that, yeah, you'd be able to use it. Now, when it comes to just aggressively, you wouldn't, it's a whole different story. Anybody that's aggressively doing anything with anything, even their hands, that's a violation of the law. No, I was self-defense. And I've always had a pellet gun, but when people broke into my apartment before, well, it all happened so fast in the beginning until I got my SMG automatic. Now they breaking in again because I'm going to hit them with the SMG automatic. So I generally don't have much problems anymore because they know this SMG automatic don't play. I mean, go on YouTube and look at the SMG automatic. I My favorite SMG automatic video is the one where you can really hear it. Look at this one. This guy's shooting a. That's cataract. I think I do have a cataract. Yeah. Now let me mind you, that is 22. My dad, he doesn't have an automatic, but he's got something. We're It's only me and my dad that are legal gun owners in my family. I think my uncle's also a legal gun owner. Uh, all my uncles are legal gun owners. All my uncles are legal gun owners. I don't know any women in my family other than Nikki that shoot guns. Look at the 22 automatic shoot these little things. Stefanelli's candies. Tried it. My mom brought it back from Pennsylvania or whatever, but I never searched it up yet. Stefanelli's. Stephanie, Eerie, Pennsylvania. Stefanelli's candies. They're closed till tomorrow. Stefanelli's candy store and chocolate shop. Right by the St. Vincent Hospital. Northeast, Lake Erie. Right on Lake Erie. Wow, they're not too far. I've been to Lake Erie. I was just down in this area. Stefanelli's right there, eh? Brockton, Westfield, Fredonia. Stefanelli's. Why do you keep wanting to mention that on Stefanelli's video? She doesn't know that person. Stefanelli's candies. Yeah, we know who you people are. Chocolate covered fruit. Weddings, corporate gifts, fundraising, corporate gifts. What's the best corporate gift I've ever been given? Kyle Survey was a great corporate gift. I mean, I could have said other stuff, but the one Kyle Survey gave me a really nice severance package. My auntie Carolyn had a really nice severance pack. Oh no, she didn't. I'm so sorry. But she worked for 28 years at Denny's Bus Lines, and her husband Floyd got a really nice severance package. Actually, it's pension for the rest of his. Well, actually, now she's got his pension. That was his big severance package. He was with the medical ambulance, EMT, and everything, Brampton for 30 years. He got a big severance package. File Ice, they're no longer around. They gave me a $3,000 severance package. But that was years ago, back in 2016. I never received, my mom likes to give me chocolate. My mom always likes to give me chocolate. That's who gave me the Stefanelli's, was my mom. And my mom was big into well, the gift, that was a gift that Stefanelli's gave me, was that hammer gift. Well, they gave it to my mom, and then I ended up getting it. But what was I going to say? My mom was big into giving me these edible arrangements when I was younger. Usually on my birthday, two or three times, so much so, like I don't generally like it. Like I don't generally eat edible arrangements anymore. And I don't think I was doing videos like I do them now, but man, those edible arrangements, they're for sure like um, camera, whatever. I mean, this is my investment. I didn't invest into the stock market this year. I invested to videos. Some people did Robinhood. I did HP laptop. Let's see. The sweetest way to say somebody loves you. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. A lot of companies saved my life. Actually, they save a lot of people's lives, not just these chocolate companies, but actually, when I got the edible arrangement, I wasn't very hungry. Like it, I think a lot of the fruit did rot away. I think the majority of the edible arrangement just sort of did waste away. That's why my mom stopped buying me them. But they're a good thing if you don't have anything else to pick off of, or like no, like they're good to sit there as an arrangement. They sit there, yeah, they can sit there for days and look, and you can pick off it. But it's good for the offices and all that to grab like a strawberry or whatever too. There's all different stuff, but like I like fruit, but there's so much fruit on one of these, it's unbelievable. Like one arrangement has countless fruit and other things. Oh my gosh, look at this. I've never seen this one. See, this was back. When did we get our edible arrangements? My mom used to buy them for me back in a couple of years ago. It was within the last decade. Let's say around 2013, she bought me one. 2014, she bought me one. Same day delivery too. You just go on the website and pay for it and put in the person's address, and here's the edible arrangement. Yeah, white privilege, huh? Yeah, we were the ones that created America. George Washington. But I am part Spanish. They caught El Chapo. I don't know who those people. Listen, if you ain't poor Trump, then you're not going to have poor a chance out here in America. You can just pour yourself back into some other economy because if you're not this type of Spanish person, from the video, yes, the video poor Trump. Those are the good people. El Chapo wasn't a good person. And anybody that supported Chapo is not a good person. There's some people that have been forgiven. There are some people that have been forgiven that supported El Chapo, like that El Dorado Red. He was forgiven by the judge, which is the law under the Lord or what have you, and Jesus Christ in the Bible. That's why you swear on the Bible. And he was forgiven by God himself and everything like that because of all the productions that he produced. And he had a lot of people like me that really liked his music and whatnot and felt like he would get out and do better, and he did. And that's when he came out with that song, that white girl and all that with Waka Flocka. We knew he was going to do good. It was like free Rotto because he's going to do good and all that. So then he did that white girl with Waka Flocka and all that. And then, but then there was an instance where Eldorado Red and them started to do bad again. They started messing with this wrong side or whatever. And then so they're thinking about taking them. They're thinking about hitting a lot of people with a Rico that used to be cool. But Rado's fallen off again. He's not doing too well. And America's tired of these people, especially El Dorado and a lot of them. Some are saying that they should appeal his case and send him to prison for the murder of Lil Fat again. He got off on the murder of Lil Fat. But is he doing the stuff we wanted him to do? We wanted to release him and so he could be a really nice guy. And, well, I was a huge vote in it. It was like, we're big property owners. And it was like, do we want these people in our America? We love their music. But then one of their, yeah, and then it went like that. So now I don't really like this Eldorado Red anymore. He's one of those really bad characters from the El Chapo days that supported drug dealing, murder, and all the other bad things that came with these criminals. Not that are not law enforcement like I am. They were supposed to jump over to law enforcement. But then this kid named JJ screwed it all up for them. Screwed it up big time for them. Look at this one. Cartel emissary for El Chapo's former right-hand man. This one looks like a real one. Offered Colombian cops $265,000. It's like cartel emissary. It's like even though I say it, even though I say he may look like a real one or whatnot, and I do like the real ones, per se, they just don't pay enough money. And I don't work for them. I work for the ones that are paying all the money, and that happens to be the United States government. They're paying big money for me. And Canada government. Big money. Yeah. So that's who I work for, the Canadian government and the United States government and the United Kingdom and NATO and all that. Those are the ones that pay my bills every month. But I'm not this guy here. That's the policia. Or the policia or whatever you call them and all that. And that's none of my business. That's your business. To a certain extent, until it hits the streets. Then it's my business when it hits the streets. Where it is publicly visible. And when crime gets so bad that it becomes publicly visible, that's not a good thing. And that's what El Chapo was. He was very publicly visible. Anyway, Faces of the Sinaloa. And I've met the Sinaloa. And the Sinaloa is on both sides of the law, but they're the majority on the criminal side. They have only a couple, they don't have a majority on the police side. They only have a few Sinaloas on the the law enforcement side, police. A lot of Sinaloas are on the criminal side, but there is a few. I've identified which Sinaloas are on the criminal side, or on the that are corrupt in the direct connections to the El Chapo. And it's hard to get pictures of those ones. I don't know how they got so many pictures of El Chapo. Well, they had to capture him, I guess, for some. See, that's the counter opposite to what I've always been or whatever. I always said that every citizen in America was supposed to have like pictures and all that, or Facebook and all that, of them doing stuff like, I don't know, enjoying a restaurant or going out to their sports game like a normal kid or whatever. But it was the bad guys, I've so learned, that try to hide from any videos, try to hide from any pictures, try to hide from anything. And then they have to come grab you, put you in handcuffs, tie you up and take pictures of you, and that's El Chapo. And there is one guy in Canada that the United States would want to be worried about, and that's Mr. Herrera. And that's who I've identified as being the link to El Chapo in Canada. Um, with another probation. But it's really hard to get pictures of them. I don't have any pictures of the woman, Judith. They're like these undercover people that are in Canada that are not supposed to be, that like work their way up in this fraudulent system, and then they're corrupt and they're killing all our like natural borns and all that. And I witnessed murders with my own eyes. This is what the woman looks like. Yeah, my keys for what? No, I can open the door for you. And it's all documented in our official Canadian system what happened to me.